guys, this is your Whole30 week 3 update. I am feeling really good. That's number one. Number two, the theme of this week seems to be what happens after the Whole30 is done. What happens on day 31? I can speak personally for myself only. I know there's lots of options that you can do. You can do reintroduction. You can go to doing, just continue on with paleo. You could go back to your old ways if you really don't like doing this. If it didn't work for you, you could do modified paleo. You could just overall just start trying to make better choices now that you've had this experience. So let me tell you what my plan is. That's what I'm going to start this video off with, and then I'm going to discuss how I had success through week 3, and also one challenging opportunity or a situation that I had during week 3 as well. So first, my plan for after this Whole30 is complete. My plan is to take a day off on October 1st, and I have a little date with my husband that night, and we have a little treat plan for that, and I'm gonna just enjoy it and for what it is. And then on October 2nd, I'm actually going to start another Whole30, but I'm gonna make it a Whole45, and that will take me all the way through the month of October and halfway through November. That'll give me about a week before, a week or so before Thanksgiving, and then I plan at that point on November 15th, my plan is to do something similar to paleo 80-20, and that means that I'll be doing paleo 80% of the time, and that other 20% is there if in case I want to indulge in a special treat, or I get invited to go somewhere. We get invited to happy hour. I don't have to feel like I'm doing something wrong by having a drink or something like that when I'm out with friends. So we don't do those things very often, so I don't think that I'll be presented with too many temptations. So I don't even know that I need 20%. But yeah, through the holidays, that is my plan from November 16th until the end of December, because I am going to enjoy my Thanksgiving meal with my family. I'm going to enjoy the Christmas meal with my family, that kind of stuff. So for a month and a half, I will be doing paleo 80-20, and then on January 1st, my intention is to do another Whole30 to kind of jumpstart after anything that may have happened over the holidays. So I think that that's realistic, and it's something that I can do. It's not going to be that big of a deal. So yeah, that's my plan post this Whole30 challenge. Please share with me in the comments or in a video response what your plan is to do after your Whole30. If you're just starting one, you might not be thinking about it yet, but I will include an article, a link to the article below in my information for this video of kind of a good mindset to have leaving the Whole30. Okay, so the next thing is how I survived week 3. Week 3 wasn't that hard to survive through. I have had plenty of energy. I did feel tired throughout the week, but I was feeling very productive, and I was in kind of like this go mode. I wanted to, do chores, and I'd see something that needed to be done, and I would just do it. And we needed to go do a few things, run some errands, and normally, I drag my feet and procrastinate on going out and getting out of the house to do those things, and normally I make my husband come along. Well, I noticed this weekend when I needed to do a few things, I was very fine with just hopping in the car and going and doing it, not even making my husband come, and I just was feeling really good about it. I wouldn't necessarily say I had what people are calling tiger blood, but I definitely was feeling productive and was happy to be productive, and it wasn't like I was dreading the tasks that I was doing. So just that kind of overall attitude change, which I kind of touched on in my how the Whole30 affects my mental health, my anxiety, and depression. So check out that video if you want to hear in more detail about how the Whole30 is affecting me in that area. But that was just 2 videos ago. Now, some of the ways that I got through week 3 are similar to the ways I got through week 1 and week 2, but it's just becoming more natural in week 3. It doesn't feel like I'm trying to get the hang of this crazy thing that I'm doing. It just feels like, hey, this is what I do now. This is how I do it, and it works, and yay, So that's been really nice. It's becoming a more natural thing. It's not something I'm forcing myself to do. So one of the biggest things that helps me is to plan and prepare as much as I can on Sunday. I cook my breakfast. I make a big breakfast casserole on Sunday night, and that feeds me for the entire week for breakfast. If there's anything that we can cook on Sunday, if we make our homemade marinara for spaghetti, squash, and meatballs, turkey meatballs, then we make that marinara on Sunday. If we're going to do a meatloaf, we make the meatloaf, we pack it in the dish, and we put it either in the fridge or the freezer. If we are going to, I don't know, if we're going to need chopped onions and tomatoes and stuff like that throughout the week, we chop all those on Sunday. So that really helps. Another huge, huge tip, if you're okay with it and you're okay with eating leftovers, and you work and you're not at home to prepare your lunch during the day, cook an extra serving at dinner time and pack it for lunch the next day. That has been what I have done since day one of this Whole30, and I'm telling you, it has helped me be very successful. And I think that if I wouldn't have done that, I would have had slip-ups. So my morning routine is I have very little time in the morning to get ready and get out the door. So having breakfast done on Sunday for the whole week helps me not have to spend a lot of time on breakfast. All I have to do, pop it in the microwave for a minute. While it's cooking for 1 minute, I throw my container of leftovers in my lunch bag, pour some cashews in a little baggie, and I'm good to go. Make sure my water bottle's full, and I'm good to go for the day. It is so critical for me to have those things in the morning. Otherwise, I don't know if I would be successful every day. So that's a big tip. If you think you would be similar to me and have those struggles, maybe try that. Other than that, this week has really just flown by. Week 3 flew by really fast. Now I can't believe we only have 8 days left. It's amazing. Actually, really more like 7 because day 22 is pretty much over. So it's just really, really, really exciting, guys. I can't believe that we've made it this far. Like I always say, if I can do it, you can do it. So if you finished up week 3 with me, you know, we only have a little bit ways left to go. If you're just starting, you'll be at week 3 before you know it. So keep up your hard work. Keep working super hard. You can do it. Now, the last thing I want to talk to you about is the challenge that I faced this weekend, and I survived. Yay! Okay, so my niece was in town from Arizona, and she was only going to be here for a couple days, and there was only one opportunity for us to see her, which was Saturday morning. And my in-laws invited us all to go out to breakfast, and it was going to be at IHOP. I checked online to look at their ingredients and allergens that are in their foods for their entire menu, and was not really able to find anything that had everything had at least one thing that we couldn't have, and most items had more than one thing. So I picked up, I just ordered a bowl of fruit, but what I did to prepare for the morning was I got up on Saturday morning and made myself a big old scramble with the eggs and the veggies and the whatever else I put in there. I don't even remember anymore. I made it all, put it in a container, put it in my insulated lunch bag, and we went to IHOP. And when I got there, I just let them know that I had brought my own food because of a dietary restriction that their menu could not accommodate. And they brought me a plate. They were super nice. Like I said, I ordered a bowl of fresh fruit, and I brought my big old bottle of water. So if you are ever in that situation or you don't feel confident in ordering off of a menu at a restaurant, just bring your own food. And they're not going to give you a hard time about it. Just tell them that you're on a specific diet and your restrictions, their menu doesn't comply with the restrictions of your diet. So they won't say no. They'll bring you a plate and they'll be very nice about it. So anyways, I survived. I'm very proud of myself for not caving in. There was lots of pancakes going on and whipped cream and all those things that we can't have right now that previously I absolutely love. So it definitely was a little bit difficult seeing all those delicious foods, but I wasn't at all tempted to eat them. Not at all. I was completely satisfied with what I brought. So I was really proud of myself for accomplishing that. Some of you guys who watch my videos are in the Facebook support group that we are in for the September Whole30 challenge, so you already know that I survived it. But for those of you who aren't a part of that group and you're watching my videos, it's a fun story to share, and I know that if I can do it, you can do it. I like to say that all the time because I'm really not that strong. It seems like I am, but I'm not. So if weak little old me who doesn't have any resolve to finish anything or you know, fails to complete these types of things, if I can do it, you can do it. And I will say that over and over and over and over and over again because I really want you to know that it's possible.